Nur Syafiqatul Ain binti Muhammad Arif. My metric number is 262620. Today, I'm going to present about intermodal transportation and multimodal transportation. And I'm also going to talk about the big difference of them and the example of each. Okay, without any further ado, let's start our presentation. First, there are four big different dimensions of intermodal transportation and multimodal transportation, which is cost, delay and overhead, flexibility and contract. Let's have a look at on the first dimension, which is contract. For intermodal transportation, the product responsibility move from one hand to other, make it challenging to maintain strict contract over quality. From the multimodal transportation, the advantage of keeping the freight under control because creating a unified ticketing system is more accessible. The second dimension is flexibility. For intermodal transportation, allow the passenger or carrier contractor to choose the best of each mode of transportation. From the multimodal transportation side, is the entire process is the choice or model provided to the contractor or passenger based on the service provider model. The third dimension is delay and overhead. For intermodal transportation, is one mode of transportation will not have complete information about the complication and delay in other, while the entire process of multimodal transportation is under the control of one service provider, which give easy to the contractor or service user. Here the last dimension is cost. For intermodal transportation, deal with a new contract for every mode of transportation, which increase the overall cost of transportation for the contractor or passenger. Totally opposite from the multimodal transportation, the operation cost of setting up such a service is high, but the overall package for the user can be cost efficient than intermodal transportation. Now, I'm going to touch a little bit of other difference between intermodal transportation and multimodal transportation. For intermodal transportation, shipment carried out by a different carrier for each of route stage, from shipper to consigned. These durable steel containers are built so they can transfer between different modes of transportation. This eliminates the risk directly handling shipment. These containers are large rectangular boxes capable of being secured to special trailer. Last difference of multimodal transportation is multimodal transportation, known as a combined transport in the transportation of goods, under the single contract of lading from a sole company in charge but performed with at least two different modes of transportation. The carrier is liable for an entire carriage, even though it is performed by several different modes of transportation, and the carriage is often performed by actual carrier. Besides that, there is a main character for each intermodal transportation and multimodal transportation. For multimodal transportation, even though it includes various modes of transportation, it still falls under the one single bill of lading. And for intermodal transportation, every part of process is contracted with a different provider. Now we come to point number 2, which is the example of multimodal transportation and intermodal transportation. For intermodal transportation, a typical example is rail, truck, and ship. And for multimodal transportation, the typical example is railroad, rail truck, which means such as DHL, air, and sea. A good example for multimodal transportation is rail truck. Carriers like DHL are offering such a solution, for example, along China Belt and Road Initiative for goods to move from Asia to Europe. Another example is Sea Air, which is less expensive than air but quicker than shipping only. The last thing that I want to talk about this topic is the advantage of intermodal transportation and multimodal transportation. The advantage include of intermodal transportation is the ability to select carrier for each leg of the shipment based on price or service. Second, being able to stop the shipment at any point for any reason. And the third is more flexibility in carrier selection when equipment or space issue arise. For multimodal transportation, advantage include the ability of the shipper to hold one carrier liable for the movement of their freight. Second, one contact for tracking a shipment. And the last one is one responsible entity for meeting delivery requirement. And this is some picture of intermodal transportation, also multimodal transportation.